Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this for a moment. You wake up, check your phone, and see a notification. You just earned more money while you were sleeping than most people earn in a month. Sounds impossible. Sounds like a dream. But this is the reality of social media economics today. And here is the shocking truth. You do not need millions of followers to make millions of money. You need strategy, value, and courage. Think about this. Every time you open Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook, you are not just scrolling. You are walking through a massive global marketplace where billions of people exchange ideas, attention, and money every single second. Social media today functions like a digital economy with buyers, sellers, investors, and consumers. But instead of physical goods, the products are content, influence, and trust. Here's the hook. In the past, only big companies could access global markets. But today, a teenager with a smartphone can compete with multinational corporations. That is the economic revolution we are living in. In traditional economics, markets exist where supply meets demand. On social media, the supply is your content and ideas, and the demand is people's attention and problems waiting to be solved. Every post, every video, every tweet is like a product placed on a global shelf. And the shocking part, the distribution cost is almost zero. In the past, you needed factories, stores, and marketing teams. Today, you need creativity and consistency. This is why social media is called the most powerful, democratized market in history. In economics, value creation is the foundation of every successful business. Companies become rich because they solve problems efficiently on social media. You are not competing with factories or offices. You are competing with ideas. Every piece of valuable content you create is like a product in the digital marketplace. When you teach someone something useful, inspire them, entertain them, or solve their pain point, you are creating economic value. And where there is value, money flows. Here's a powerful hook. People do not pay for followers. They pay for solutions. A person with 1,000 followers who sells a useful course, a guide, a service, or a skill can earn more than someone with 1 million followers who offers nothing meaningful. In the digital economy, knowledge, creativity, and problem solving are the new capital. Think of social media as a global classroom and marketplace combined. When you explain a concept, share a strategy, teach a skill, or simplify a complex topic, you are producing intellectual capital. Intellectual capital is one of the most valuable assets in modern economics. It can be packaged into digital products, consulting, coaching, ebooks, templates, and services. All of this can be sold without physical inventory, without shipping, and without a physical store. Another hook. Every problem in the world is a business opportunity waiting for a content creator. If people struggle with money, health, education, productivity, confidence, or technology, they are searching for answers online. When you position yourself as the person who provides those answers, you become a valuable economic agent in the digital market. Social media rewards value with reach, and reach with revenue. Algorithms promote useful content. Audiences share helpful content, and platforms monetize engaging content. This is why value creation is the fastest path from 0 followers to financial success. When you focus on giving value first, money becomes a byproduct of impact. Think about this. What is more powerful? 1 million people who scroll past you or 1,000 people who truly listen to you? Here is the hook. In the digital economy, attention is more valuable than numbers. Followers are just statistics. Attention is economic power. Businesses, brands, and entrepreneurs are not paying for follower counts. They are paying for influence, trust, and the ability to move people to action. In economics, currency represents stored value and purchasing power. Today, attention works the same way. When people give you their time, their focus, and their trust, you hold a form of digital currency. Companies spend billions every year to buy this currency through advertising because attention leads to decisions, and decisions lead to spending. When you control attention, you control economic outcomes. Here is another hook. A small audience that trusts you can be more profitable than a massive audience that ignores you. If 1,000 people trust your recommendations, your teaching, or your products, you have created a microeconomy. Those people are not just viewers, they are consumers, supporters, and ambassadors of your personal brand. This is why niche creators often earn more per follower than celebrities. Attention also creates leverage. In traditional economics, leverage means using a small resource to control a large outcome. On social media, one post, one video, or one idea can reach millions without additional cost. Your time and effort are multiplied by algorithms, shares, and global connectivity. That is economic leverage on a scale that was impossible before the digital age. Another hook. Trust converts attention into money. When people trust you, they buy your courses, your services, your recommendations, and your products. Trust reduces transaction costs because people don't need convincing. They already believe in you. Economists call this social capital. And social capital is one of the most valuable assets in the modern world. Social media platforms are designed to reward attention. The more people watch, comment, and share, the more the platform pushes your content. This creates a feedback loop where attention grows, influence increases, and income opportunities multiply. Brands look for creators who can capture attention, not just accumulate followers. So when you post content, you are not just talking into a camera, you are producing digital currency. Every second someone spends watching you is economic value being created. The real question is not how many followers you have, but how much attention and trust you can earn and convert into impact and income. Imagine starting a business that can reach the entire world with almost no money, no office, no employees, and no physical products. Sounds unreal. Here is the hook. This is exactly what social media offers: an economic system with the lowest entry cost and the highest return potential in history. In traditional economics, starting a business required capital, land, machinery, and distribution channels. Today, a smartphone and an internet connection can place you in front of millions of consumers. In classical economics, high entry barriers protect big companies. Factories, stores, and marketing networks cost millions, so only wealthy investors could compete. Social media destroyed those barriers. Anyone can enter the market instantly. A student, a freelancer, a teacher, or an entrepreneur can launch a digital brand in minutes. The cost of production is your time and creativity, and the distribution is free. That is a revolutionary economic model. Here's another hook. Scalability on social media is infinite. In a physical business, serving more customers means more costs, more staff, more space, more inventory. On social media, one video can serve one person or 1 billion people with the same effort. Economists call this zero marginal cost, and it is one of the most powerful profit engines in the digital economy. Low cost also means low risk. If a business idea fails in the physical world, you lose money. On social media, if a post fails, you lose nothing except a few minutes. This creates a culture of experimentation, innovation, and rapid learning. You can test ideas, products, and strategies without financial danger. That is why social media entrepreneurs can move faster and smarter than traditional businesses. Another hook, returns can be exponential. A single viral video can generate sponsorships, sales, job offers, and global recognition. A simple online course can be sold thousands of times without additional production costs. The personal brand can attract partnerships worth more than a lifetime salary. This is not linear growth. This is exponential economic growth driven by digital reach. Social media also removes geographical limitations. In the past, your market was your city or country. Today, your market is the entire world. A creator in a small town can sell services to clients in major global cities. Currency, language, and borders are becoming less important in the digital economy. So when people say social media is crowded, remember this. It is crowded because it is one of the most profitable and accessible markets ever created. The cost to enter is almost zero, but the potential return is unlimited. The only real investment required is your mindset, your discipline, and your willingness to create. Think about this. If social media were a country, it would have multiple industries, multiple revenue streams, and countless business models operating at the same time. Here is the hook. You don't need a job on social media. You can build multiple income systems from a single account. In economics, this is called diversification, and it is one of the smartest ways to create sustainable wealth. Monetization on social media is not limited to one path. Advertising revenue is just the beginning. Platforms pay creators for views, but smart creators do not rely on only one source. They build digital products such as online courses, ebooks, templates, and memberships. These products are scalable assets that can be sold repeatedly without extra production costs, turning knowledge into a long-term revenue machine. Here is another hook. Services can become digital exports. Freelancing, consulting, coaching, graphic design, marketing, programming, teaching, and many other skills can be sold globally through social platforms. In economics, exports bring foreign income into an economy. When you sell your skills online to international clients, you are participating in the global digital export market as an individual entrepreneur. Affiliate marketing is another powerful model. You recommend products or services, and you earn a commission for every sale. This is similar to being a digital salesperson without inventory, storage, or delivery responsibilities. Your only asset is trust and influence, and that asset can generate passive income. Sponsorships and brand partnerships represent corporate demand for attention. Companies pay creators to access their audience because it is cheaper and more targeted than traditional advertising. Even small creators with niche audiences can charge premium rates because their audience is highly specific and engaged. This is called targeted marketing, and it is one of the most valuable strategies in modern economics. Personal branding itself becomes an economic asset when your name becomes a brand. Opportunities multiply. Speaking engagements, collaborations, partnerships, investments, and job offers. Economists call this reputation capital. And reputation capital can produce income for decades. Another hook, you can combine all these models at once. Ads, products, services, affiliates, sponsorships, and branding can work together, creating multiple income streams from one platform. This is why social media is not just a side hustle. It is a complete digital economic ecosystem where individuals can operate like companies. So when you post content, you are not just creating videos or posts, you are building economic channels that can generate income from different directions. Just like a diversified investment portfolio in the modern digital economy. Think about this. Why do the richest investors love compound interest? Because small, consistent gains grow into massive wealth over time. Now here is the hook. Consistency on social media works exactly like compound interest in economics. One post today may seem small, but thousands of posts over time can create influence, income, and authority that multiplies beyond imagination. In economics, compounding means growth, building on growth. On social media, every post teaches you something. Every video improves your skills. Every comment builds your relationship with your audience. And every share increases your reach. These small actions accumulate. The creator who posts consistently for 1 year will outperform the creator who posts perfectly for 1 month and quits. Here's another hook. Consistency builds trust, and trust builds economic value. When people see you regularly, they recognize you, remember you, and begin to trust you. Trust reduces uncertainty. And in economics, reducing uncertainty increases transactions. People buy from those they trust, learn from those they trust, and follow those they trust. Algorithms also reward consistency. Platforms push creators who post regularly because they keep users engaged. This means your consistent effort is multiplied by technology. One video leads to another. One viewer becomes a follower. One follower becomes a customer. This is a chain reaction of economic growth driven by repetition. Consistency also creates a knowledge advantage. Every day you post, you analyze results, learn what works, refine your message, and improve your strategy. Over time, you develop expertise that new creators cannot copy easily. Economists call this learning curve advantage, and it gives you a competitive edge in the market. Another hook. Most people underestimate long-term effort and overestimate short-term success. They want viral fame in 1 week, but they are not willing to post for 1 year. The real winners understand delayed gratification. They invest time today for massive rewards tomorrow, just like investors who hold assets for decades. Your content library becomes a digital asset. Old posts continue to attract views, followers, and income, even when you are not online. This is passive growth, where past effort continues to generate present value. Over time, your consistent content becomes a portfolio of digital assets working for you. So every time you post, remember, you are not just uploading content, you are making a deposit into your digital economic bank account. And just like compound interest, Those deposits can grow into millions if you stay consistent long enough. So I ask you today, why should your phone only be a tool for entertainment when it can be a machine for income? Why should you scroll past opportunities when you can scroll into wealth? My friends, the digital economy is not coming. It is already here. You are not late, you are early. Start today, post today, build today. Because the next millionaire on social media might not be a celebrity. It might be you